seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed.
Good morning. Surprise. I was early. No reason to yell at me for being late today. So, it's because I set my stream to start a little bit too late. But no matter how much I try to fool her, she will still be here. Good morning, Jamie. And good morning, Tootly Pip. And Judge Maddie was over watching Shizzy. Good morning, Miss Young. Magic Motion Day. Yes, today it'll only be a short stream, maybe 5-10 seconds. Then he's gonna final a motion to disqualify, and we'll be out of here. So I thought better get on in good time so we can talk a little bit before we end the show. Well, maybe 10 seconds, but not much more than 10 seconds streaming today. Iris, how are you? Little early on things, gotta remember that. Well, it's better to be early than late. Good morning, Christine. Well, thank you. Good morning, Tracy. And JR Mass. Danny T is here. Kim, how are you doing? Miss Irish. The sweetest rose in Texas. Peter A. Not a rose, not from Texas, but still a sweetheart. Little Peanut, how you doing? Flash Fan. We are doing great, I believe. Well, I don't know how, Jamie. I can hear her fiddle around in the background. She'll be on in a second. But
Yeah,
before we get too much into it, I got my present from Wendy delivered. Because I had a wish on my buy me a coffee to get a Razor Ramon figure, but sadly it was out of stock. So I thought, what should a baker who used to be a sailor have? Of course, a shipwreck figure from G.I. Joe's. I don't know why my light has turned so blue, but it's a little annoying. I look sickly. So thank you so much, Wendy H. Now I have a little seaman.
Just a little seaman.
That's all you need. Look how cool he is. Sadly, he doesn't have his parrot with him. I had that figure, when I was a kid and had G.I. Joe's. I thought he was so cool because he had like an old school gun. So, thank you so much, Wendy. I love how all that old toys are coming back in. And starting out hot, we have Steph Brown, who gave me 3 corner kisses as well. So thank you so much for that. Amazing.
Aww.
So your battery? It is Q's. Phrasing for what? He is a little seaman. He's a sailor. Mm-hmm. There is maybe I know you're not on board with us turning this channel around by New Year's, but we don't think like that anymore. Mr. Wolfram, how you doing?
Hi, Wolfie. Morning, everybody. Hey, Becca and John.
I did it on the wrong color. I'm so stupid. Now I'm talking. I can't hear anything.
Oh, it was pink, don't stink. That's what I was saying that I couldn't read.
What do you think,
Oh,
Jamie? Will the
boy.
magic happen?
I really hope he gets a mistrial. You know, he
Yeah.
deserves it.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a big surprise that I hit 2K yesterday.
I know,
I
how
still can't
exciting.
believe that I have anyone watching. But thank you all so much for joining and for watching. Yeah, no, you're missing a seaman. Your iPad battery died yesterday and I missed the stream, but I saw yesterday's nonsense. Yeah, yesterday's nonsense was great. This guy believing that filing a motion to disqualify the judge will magically end the trial with a motion that the judge has to rule about if he believes he himself have broken the law. I'm
Well,
betting there's a very good chance he won't rule in favor.
I just can't with this guy.
No.
He may be completely innocent, but he is not doing himself any justice.
Hey, Leslie. No, he's an idiot. The butcher, the baker, the eyelash maker. Exactly. This is the channel. You have good news. Oh, that's nice. It's always bad news on the internet. What do you guys think the mistrial will be based on, should there be one? Well, there won't be a mistrial.
No.
Because he doesn't understand the law. And again, as we said multiple times yesterday, we don't think that the state has proven their case. But again, it's not about the law, it's about the jury. And the jury has watched this guy talk about everything other than the trial.
Yeah, it's
And I
about
think that's going to land him in hot water.
it's about fifis.
Yeah.
We all know, we're just being logical, that juries don't usually vote based off of law. They vote off of fifis.
Yeah. Hey, Cindy. And Mazel Tov, John Coleman, a 7mm kidney stone. That's good news.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, you birthed it? Is that what he's saying?
No, he says he's pregnant. When you're pregnant, you haven't birthed anything.
I didn't see the pregnant part. I thought he birthed it. Well, then that's terrible.
Yeah. Sorry, Becca. It's too early. I just woke up from my midday nap, so I'll need 5 minutes to get my brain running. He keeps focusing on the investigation. That's done with already. He doesn't get that he just proved the witnesses said he wasn't there. No, and he should just have he should have dropped the mic twice. His case in chief should have ended Friday, because he could have had the getaway driver say, "Yeah, I'll take any deal to get out of alive in prison," and then he shouldn't have brought on Paula live. He should just have played the tape where she 4 times says it wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was, but I know it wasn't him.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm naming him Sal because I'm passing the scion through my peen, and it's also Spanish for salt. Sal will be proud that you named it after him.
Oh boy.
Hey, Farrell. How are you doing? Guten Morgen, Sue. Don't be Iris. Be sure you're on live chat and you might be missing out. Let's get to it. Do it. Copy that. Third in a year. You need something changed in your diet.
2017 CF 841. Everyone's here. So are we ready to proceed with defense evidence?
No, Your Honor. I filed a motion for continuance based on disqualification.
Could you elaborate, please?
Well, I filed a motion for continuance because the was it 2.330 of the judicial administration? It gives you 20 days to file the motion for disqualification. And in order for it to be procedurally sufficient, it's going to take a little bit of time because it requires service, et cetera. So I took and I asked, again, I put in a motion for continuance for 10 days, which is half the time to get it ready.
Okay.
Judge, we would object to that. We are here. We have a jury waiting for us. The
Holy,
state is prepared to go
holy,
forward.
all that is
This
holy.
time,
Oh my
that
God.
would, to us, a fabricated delay, and we would object to it.
Yeah, the motion is denied.
Your Honor, if I may be, if I may.
Sir, I heard what you had to say. Is
Well,
there some rebuttal argument?
Yes, there is a rebuttal. It actually does say during trial that yes, this still is applicable, and that yes, because I am afraid of not getting a fair trial, it seems like denying the motion and not allowing me the time to file the motion to disqualify would just be a way of circumventing the motion to disqualify.
Denied. So, you ready to present evidence this morning?
No, Your Honor, because again,
Okay.
and don't get me wrong, I did go ahead and, I got the Chief Justice involved with this, just to make sure that we can get this cleared up without.
It's cleared up. He said denied.
Little is more.
He said
This
denied.
falls under appeal.
Do you have any witnesses? No.
Your Honor, the idea that I'm going to get a fair trial at this point when I'm
Hey,
not being
Daniel.
allowed to present a defense, you already told me that you're not
You
going to allow
have
me
been
to
allowed.
Todd O'Quinn because you won't issue an order for me to get him here. Yeah, I mean, there's no chance of me getting a fair trial.
I'm not going to go and rehash what happened yesterday. There was never a motion submitted nor pending.
No, because the
For
judge
such
said there
relief.
wouldn't
So in
be
any
any.
event,
Your Honor, you said
any
you wouldn't give it
closing.
to me.
In any event, sir, so you do not have any of the supposed witnesses
No, I
that
told
you
them
were
all.
instructed to have, that you said you were going to have
I went
today?
to the
Your
Chicago
Honor,
School of Law.
after-
Sir, I'm just asking you a straight.
I'm giving you an answer here, sir.
No, you're
After-
not.
After what you told me yesterday, I called those witnesses and told them no. You don't have to come to court today because, again, Your Honor made it very clear that you weren't interested in my witnesses.
Oh my God. It's
Okay,
not what he
state-
said.
You have some response to Mr. Tucker's defiance of the court's instructions, his lack of preparation, and
I think the court's been more than indulgent for his requests. The court never denied him
Well,
anything
Nick,
yesterday.
he can. He thought that
He's got no witnesses
he had
to
the magic
present.
abracadabra
They would
word.
request that we keep moving forward.
okay.
If he's going to rest this morning, Judge, the state does have a rebuttal case that we're prepared to present.
Mhm.
Want to go ahead and.
Well, when you say if he's willing to rest, I didn't hear anything to that effect.
Okay, well,
Well,
at any rate, Judge, depending on where we go today, if we're able to get to it, the state does have a rebuttal case to present, narrowly tailored to the evidence that was presented by the defendant yesterday through Paula Belmont's testimony. And as far as the defense witnesses, I have no, the Your Honor's put them on notice that they should have been here today. And if they're not, we would request that the
Neat.
court continue moving forward with this trial.
So, any response to that, Mr. Tucker? Because
Your Honor, again, you made it very clear yesterday that you even went as far
he
as to
did
say you
not.
didn't care what I had to say.
No, no.
So, I mean, the idea that, I was going to have those witnesses here and ready to go in lieu of yesterday. I mean, if you would like to give me a day to get them here, sure, I can get witnesses here. But
Always
the thing is,
delay.
you made it very clear to me yesterday that you weren't interested in that. And if you
No.
are interested in letting me present the defense, I'm more than happy to.
No, you're not, because you
No,
haven't
you're
done
not.
anything.
I'm looking for any input from the state because he was told to have the witnesses here. He doesn't have them here.
Judge,
So,
I can even tell the court, the witnesses that he wanted to bring in today, I don't believe are even under subpoena.
Mr. Walker and Lieutenant Scaviglia their subpoenas were expired, but they were willing to come in today to testify.
Mhm.
The defendant, it's our understanding the defendant called them off, told them not to.
okay, so
That's
doesn't Okay, so you don't want to present them?
No,
That's
I
fine.
do, Your Honor, but
Well,
I
then-
need to be able to do it, Your Honor. I
Sir,
mean,
you've had opportunity, so
I mean,
you're
if I may make a judicial notice, then
Oh my
and I'm
God.
objecting to moving forward, and I'm being forced to.
Oh my God, you
No.
idiot.
You were told yesterday that you.
Yes, sir. You announced ready for trial. You've been given ample opportunity to present your witnesses.
I don't think so.
And you have apparently decided you didn't want to.
I was told, Your
So
Again,
we,
again, I was
sir,
told
I know
not to.
you're going to repeat the same things, and that's fine. But
Okay.
at this particular point in time,
If you're going to force me to go to close, I mean, again, it's a mistrial.
excuse me, sir?
It would be a mistrial, Your Honor.
Sir,
You're not allowing me to provide a defense.
Sir,
Yes,
you can
he-
state and twist and spin whatever you'd like to. The fact of the matter is there's a clear, unequivocal court order that you have your witnesses ready to go, that you refuse to abide by it. So that's
I'm
the
sorry, Your
bottom
Honor.
line. And
Maybe
I'm
I
not going to
misunderstood.
really argue with you
No,
anymore,
I mean, Your
sir,
Honor,
because
was it a written order, Your Honor? Because I haven't seen
it was verbal, just like,
Maybe I misunderstood then.
no, sir,
Yeah,
you
but-
didn't misunderstand anything. You said, in fact, oh, I'll have the motion to disqualify. Okay, you don't have the motion to disqualify. I said, have your witnesses here. So in any event,
It would have been
I'm not going to
procedurally
argue
insufficient.
with Mr. Tucker, so.
Okay. Your Honor, again, I'm going to have to file an appeal on this decision. then.
Sir,
Okay,
You're more than welcome.
file whatever
Do that.
relief you want to see.
I
That's
do.
all part
Hey,
of the
buddy.
process. But in the
This
meantime,
is a railroad.
we're going to go forward with the trial in one fashion
He
or
begged you
another.
into marrying him.
So I'm just looking for some input.
it is
from
not
the
a
state.
railroad on you.
Just so the
You
record
have
says,
railroaded the court.
I directed the defendant to have his witnesses here yesterday. We got through Ms. Belmonte, the other witnesses weren't here. Your Honor gave the defendant, he said he'd have them here today. They're not here today. The state would request that we go forward. If the defendant is going to present anything else, then the defense needs to rest and the state plans a rebuttal case.
Okay. So I'm going to
He
take
just
a
needs a
moment
fort now.
to reflect on these developments. I believe I told the jurors to be here at 9:15, so
Oh my
I
God.
will reflect upon it and be back in a few.
This is just stupid. This, again, as all of you said, he had everything to raise reasonable doubt. No witnesses. The only witness who is one of the victims saying it wasn't him. The only one pointing a finger at him was so tainted by his admission he would do anything to get out of prison. A halfway decent lawyer could present that in court and get him off. That's why he got an offer of 2 years in a plea deal. He has now spent a week presenting one witness, a mortally ill lady who passed out on screen in court, played a video of the same victim, clearly stating 4 times at least it wasn't him. He was told yesterday when he said, I don't have any witnesses today, but tomorrow, he was told the lawyer you want to bring in can't testify. It will be hearsay and covered by lawyer-client privilege. And then some prison snitch, which he hadn't arranged for being transported to the court, which would take 45 to 90 days, according to how things go in Florida. This guy has put himself in prison potentially for life because he's an idiot. He wanted to make this a show trial, and he ended up showing himself how to go to prison.
Yeah,
This is so stupid.
well, that's exactly it. Like he wanted to get in the media and yap, yap, yap and talk about all these things, but he is not preparing himself in the place that it matters. It doesn't matter in the outside world. It doesn't matter in the media. They're
No.
not the ones that are convicting you. These jurors are. This court is. So get your crap together.
Yeah, and he called his own witnesses off. Yeah, we need Fort Brooks. He has effed himself throughout the entire process. Yeah, because he wanted a show trial. I wish I stopped paying attention to this trial. He wants a mistrial. Yeah, he yesterday he said to the judge, "Well, it's going to end tomorrow because I'm going to file a motion to disqualify."
And
But he
yeah,
forgot
that's
that
just gonna happen.
first of all, he didn't file that motion, and now he wanted to delay the trial for 20 days to prepare his defense. But he had ample time to prepare his defense. So he's claiming that the judge won't listen to his witnesses now. But he hasn't presented them, and the witnesses he have said he would present would be hearsay witnesses.
Mhm.
He can't bring them. It's
Well, when
stupid.
he said, Judge, you made it very clear. No, he did not. He
No,
never said, you call off all your witnesses. I don't give a crap to hear about anybody.
he
Never
said,
said
have
that.
your witnesses ready at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he made a ruling that the lawyer from the co-defendant couldn't testify because it would be covered by hearsay rules and by why can't I say that word? Lawyer, client, lawyer,
Client, lawyer
client.
privilege or whatever.
Yeah. Apparently he won't present any case today, so that'll be a witness. He would be his own witness. So this is going to be stupid.
The only thing the judge made clear was that if you don't, we're not doing no more half days. You are going to have people here, or we're just going to proceed without you. That was basically what he said. And
Yeah.
he's right.
Yeah. I feel like this is how you throw away case 1-on-1. Yeah. This is how you end up in prison by stupidity.
Like,
So this is like sleeping in the house you broke into. Yeah, he tried to fire the judge. It always works because it's the judge who determines if the judge broke the rules. Instead of record taking a week to present one witness. I don't think we have seen such a cluster muck. No, he didn't spend a week. He got the case on Thursday where he said, well, we can't do it because I have to get Zoom. And then we had Friday Zoom call. Monday playing a video, and today, so no, I'm lying. It's only been 3 days, but he hasn't prepared anything over the weekend. He hasn't subpoenaed any witnesses. There's nothing he had done to do this. It's so stupid.
it is.
Yeah, he's a baby, and I bet you this is how he has gone through life, believing that everyone else have wronged him. And with that kind of mindset, you will always get in trouble.
Always
Because
lose.
no,
Yep.
the world is an a-hole to you, but maybe you deserve being treated like an a-hole sometimes. My wife found the Campbell nacho cheese soup at the local import shop when picking up some naan bread for a curry we're
He's
having.
fucking
Now we
crazy.
tried the dish at some point. Oh, sounds special.
This guy, though, like, he's so worried about his public image and being in the media and talking to all these people and making his YouTube pages or whatever he's doing. But that's exactly like Becca said earlier, too. That's exactly it. It's not about any of that. It's about the jury that you have in front of you.
Yeah.
And if you're going to cause a bunch of ruckus, which the judge has not, said to the judge could easily be like, this dude is late every day. He doesn't have his crap together. We're sorry about this, but he doesn't. They don't know that. But they
No.
could be ticked the F off and be like, yeah, maybe he's shady. They could think he's shady and now he's guilty. Like, worry about your case, worry about your witnesses, worry about what you're putting in front of that jury. Do not worry about these stupid law and crime and court TV interviews and talking to people on the streets and saying everybody's wronged me. It doesn't matter.
No, that's the big problem. Believing the hype. And I think he's a guy who believes his own hype. And it's better like me always being demeaning to myself, saying, I don't understand why people are watching me, than thinking, why isn't everyone watching me? Becca, he should have resubpoenaed Walker. Yeah, he could just have done that. And the judge never told him. He just told him, you can't call the lawyer. So many
how long
kudos
has he
yesterday.
been-
I hope you're able to
Yeah.
go on his show sometimes. Oh, the recovery addict. I would love to talk to him. He seems like a real cool guy, kind of like me, a little laid back. I talk way more than him, but he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, like he's spent how much time getting this, probably defense together, doing all these things. He should have learned from his own attorneys. And then once he decided to go on his own, he should have had it all in line, ready to go.
Yeah, he said he has disappointed us. It's inconceivable.
And he doesn't have an excuse. He's not sitting in jail trying to do all this stuff from jail. He's
No.
on the outside world, free as a bird. He needs to, you should be spending every waking moment making sure you have everything ready to go.
And Iris pointed out something. Yeah, he's always going on about the investigation. The investigation is done. There
Yeah.
has been multiple things thrown out of this case, multiple officers been moved around, and all of that stuff. But it has absolutely nothing to do with this case. It's like blaming the pitch when you play football and you're losing. The other team played on the exact same pitch. It's not the pitch that's anything wrong with. It's your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wanted a 20-day. No, he wanted 10 days, and then could get back to probably to go out and hire some lawyers to run it. Really thought he understood how to do it. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, listening to his wife and he has an idea what to do and he knows what they're gonna do. I feel kind of like, and I only listened to her a few times over on recovery. I get a feeling like he gaslighted her too.
I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah, he's a con man. I think sadly he conned that lady into believing that, and like that, I win the case.
Yeah, all I
You
have to
still
do
win
is
with
go
that
talk
one
to
witness.
people and tell them all these stories.
Yeah, he could still win with that one witness. If he loses now, that's on him. Up until yesterday, I had because of his antics, I said in my mind he had 45% chance of winning. But I've been saying since the beginning of last week he's going to talk himself into a prison cell. He had the two witnesses he needed, and he threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his problem is because he's the smartest person in the room, he doesn't need to listen to anyone. Hey, Serene. Judge also made it very clear not to be late, but he didn't bother listening. No, only 4 days he was late. Only 4. That's not that many.
Not at all.
He does not listen to anyone, doesn't listen to the judge at all because the judge talks, he only thinking about what he's going to say. Yeah, because he already knows that he's right. So why should I listen? It's the same when I try to talk to Jamie. She just go yada, yada, yada because she believes she knows everything. No, Jamie is as sweet as heart.
No, but he is. He's he has the pet peeve that I have with people where you can tell that they're only listening to talk. They're not listening to listen. They're only listening to for you to take a breath so they can just talk. And it's like, did you even hear what I had to say? Or are you just waiting for your end to talk?
It's always output, never input.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so sad we had just had 69 viewers. Oh, that was so giggity. He still can take the stand and F himself over even more. You are so correct, Mads. But he said he's not going to bring any witnesses, so he must be resting.
Yeah,
because he himself would be a witness.
I can't even, the way he's been going, I can't imagine he's not going to want to yap his jaw on the stand.
Because he doesn't know he's a witness in his own case, so he has to call himself to the stand. If he doesn't do that, yeah. Oh, I'm sad to hear that your baby is sick. I'm hoping they're feeling better soon. There's nothing worse than sick babies. You can't really do anything for them other than to make sure they're warm and get enough to drink. Yeah, He's an innocent of murder, but talking his way into prison. Yeah, and we see that a lot with pro se litigants. Is what the jury hears. The only thing that matters is what strategy to use to get your case in front of the jury. Exactly. All the stuff about the police doing this and some. Oh, we're back at 69. Giggity, giggity, giggity. All the people and all the things going on around you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what do you present to the jury. And the jury doesn't care that some DNA guy forgot to put his gloves on, because there's no DNA pointing to you. They don't care that the detective is now a 911 operator, because you have a witness saying it was clearly not him. That's what you need. But when you try to shift all the attention to the other parts, you are gonna lose. Never get on Jamie's bad size.
No.
What I meant to say that they gave him so many kudos. Yeah, he is such a nice guy. He is he's always talking nice about me. It's almost like he doesn't know me, because Jamie doesn't. No, I would love to go on and talk to him someday.
Elaborated upon the latest development in this case, finding that contrary to the court's instruction, that the defense does not have any evidence or witnesses to present this morning, despite the fact that knew that the jurors were coming in, knew that
Is he telling the jury
the
this?
case was underway,
Nope.
despite the fact of not having any witnesses available yesterday afternoon. So, in view of all the developments, the court finds that the defendant's case is complete.
Oh,
I'm going to go to any rebuttal. And we will,
Jamie,
Oh.
can you do anything to lower your mic and your end?
no.
It's very loud today. And the second I touch you, you go, I mute you.
excuse the jurors. We will have a charge conference, and tomorrow we will have closings. So,
Very well, Judge. Your Honor, would you like me to proffer to the court what my rebuttal case will be?
yes,
Okay, so we've got Officer Danielle Malone here, former Officer Danielle Malone, and we intend on playing some excerpts from her interview with Paula Belmont at the hospital the night of the crime. They're on body worn camera, so I've got the thumb drive here with the excerpts that we intend to play. These excerpts will completely rebut the testimony that the defendant introduced yesterday through Paula
Hey,
Belmont's
Penela.
video deposition testimony. In that video deposition testimony, she talked about how she could tell it wasn't Tyrone Tucker, the second person, et cetera, et cetera. Well, on this video, which was the night of the crime, she completely rebuts that and refutes that with her statements to Danielle Malone. In addition, Judge, Paula Belmont gave a deposition back in May of 2019, and the state also intends to elicit portions or to enter into evidence
Sounded like that.
of that deposition, again, that directly contradict or rebut the testimony that she gave yesterday. I prepared the list of the statements that the state intends.
It mutes her the second I touch it.
To review if the court would like. I've also got copies for the defense here too.
Your Honor, I would probably be objecting to hearsay, but, or at least like to know the exception that we're going to use here.
Judge, it's a prior inconsistent statement of the witness, and it's coming in to prove that she made an inconsistent statement, and which is different from the statement she made yesterday in the testimony that the defendant put on. The defendant put the testimony on. It's evidence that he introduced into this trial, and it's the state's right to rebut that evidence with a prior statement made by that witness that is inconsistent, just like with Travis Johnson. Travis Johnson was on the stand, and he was impeached with his prior inconsistent testimony. The defendant put the witness on yesterday. It's evidence that he introduced. The state's rebuttal will be tailored to inconsistent comments or statements made by that witness that rebut what she was trying to testify to.
His rebuttal will consist of interviews done by with Paula at the night of the incident in a hospital bed to refute her later claims that Tucker didn't do it. That's what they're gonna do it about. Yeah, that's what they're gonna tailor-made their rebuttal to. And he's saying it's hearsay, which it wouldn't be if it's recorded by an officer. So yeah, I got an idea. Ari has a phone number that Paul called. Maybe you could call in during his show while you're on your show. Well, the problem is I'll have to call the US and have to fix it through the microphones, and I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I know. But the second I touch her slider, I mute her. It's not because I mute her. It's just because there's some, I don't know which program she's using. It kills her mic the second I touches the slider. Yeah, and they will use prior depositions as well.
Yesterday.
Well, if it's an inconsistent statement and not something else, then it's an exception to the rule.
Okay. And Your Honor, since I haven't had a chance to look at what the state's offering, if I remember correctly, did you just say that we are going to be adjourning for the day somewhere's in here? I just want to make sure I heard clear, because then I'd have time to take a look at what they're offering.
Judge, when I handed the court, when I gave the defendant, are the excerpts from the deposition that I intend on eliciting. My plan, Judge, is to simply move them in and then publish them to the jury through reading them, because those are inconsistent statements that would read.
Crime. The second I do that, it mutes her mic. It's not that it just slides it like I can do with every other persons I have on. Whatever mic Jamie is using or whatever program she's using kills the mic the instant I take it off automatic.
But her statement said.
Well, and I'd also have to object because you already had your chance to cross Ms. Belmont.
No, the state gets to present a rebuttal case that's part of the procedure to rebut any evidence that was presented during the defense case, so long as it's genuine rebuttal and not otherwise, like opening up a new
Yes, sir.
avenue. So what I said was that I was going to allow the state to present their rebuttal, that thereafter I was going to excuse.
No, it's fine, but
jurors
I
for
have
the
tried all,
day.
and I'm
We were
so
going
annoyed
to,
that it doesn't
have
work because
a
I used to do it with everyone
charge
else.
And have closings tomorrow. So I wouldn't expect that we'd be in session all day by any means.
Thank you.
But but this is going to proceed, but if you need a few minutes to review what the state's proposing, and I'm not quite sure, Mr. Mansfield, what your proposed procedure is. I'm not clear. I mean, you gave me this page of excerpts from Paul's first deposition, May 1st, 2019. I'm not sure.
Let me clarify. There's two different pieces of rebuttal evidence I'm going to be moving in today. The first piece of rebuttal evidence, I have the officer here. The officer is going to come in, take the stand, tell us that she went to the hospital to interview the witness, Paula Belmont, that her body worn was on, and that Paula Belmont made statements to her about what had happened the night of the crime.
Okay.
And I have that video to play. That's the first piece of rebuttal. The second piece of rebuttal are excerpts from her deposition that I provided to the court and to the defense. These excerpts are directly on point with various comments that she made yesterday, and these excerpts rebut what she said yesterday in her testimony for the defense.
Okay, so how do you want to
I don't know if you
that? I mean, you're not moving this piece of paper into evidence.
Judge, I would seek to move the paper in, or if not, I would just seek to be able to publish to the jury. I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read to you the question and the answer that was provided to the witness. And I mean, the question was provided to the witness and her answer, and I'll just read it to the jury.
And Your Honor, I would like to, again, I would object to that. I would like to, again, at least know which statements you plan on moving the jury, if you plan on moving this whole thing in here.
Okay, so the way it's done, in my experience, is reading the alleged inconsistency that the written transcript or some excerpts from it in writing are not normally the way it's done. Normally it is deposition, sworn to on such and such a date, line, page, whatever line, question, answer. The attorneys can either, one attorney can be both the questioner and the witness, or I've seen them, one be the
No, and-
questioner, one be the witness.
Well, Your Honor, if I
Yes,
might
sir.
take I'm sorry, exception again. You know, the state had all of this prior to Ms. Bellamont taking her perpetuated testimony. They had their chance to cross her, then they had their chance to rebut that.
Perpetuated.
Um,
Yeah, they did have a chance to cross it because we saw the video deposition yesterday.
I believe that doesn't preclude rebuttal evidence. Now, if you need a few minutes to review this, that's fine.
Judge, and it doesn't preclude. This was evidence. This is why we didn't call Paul Belmont. This is why we let the defense call her.
I understand that. I understand that. This, you can certainly, you
Yep.
know, present any kind of inconsistent statement if it's in fact inconsistent. So I don't know, Mr. Tucker needs, 30 minutes to review some of
30
this
minutes.
stuff? Or
Yes, that
10
would be-
minutes or 5 or?
I'll tell you, I don't, looking over this, I'm gonna have to take a look at the video and I'm gonna have to take a look at this deposition. Are you planning on putting the video into?
The video is going to play for the jury, just like testimony.
Okay.
Well, okay. So-
Yeah,
Was
me too.
provided in discovery?
Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, are we having excerpts from the
Yes,
video?
sir.
Okay, so,
I'm
for the defense, outside the presence of the jury, so just like,
It seems like it fixed it now.
so.
Yeah.
30 minutes to go
Better?
through this, and
Yeah,
I guess
it's just
we have all the
blowing my
jurors
ears.
present.
That's not the
Could you
line.
tell them
Part I like
that,
being blown on.
sorry, we've not going to be with them till about 10:05. They can either stay there or, take a little break if they want to, at 10:05.
And Judge Jones, just for the record, I mean, our apologies. We didn't know there wasn't going to be a defense presentation today. I would have addressed this yesterday afternoon.
I understand.
And one more thing, Your Honor. I mean,
He's
again, they
aware.
did call her when we did the motion to perpetuate. That was your witness.
Understood.
Are you serious?
Understand, but it was presented in your case. That's the difference. That's like I was explaining yesterday. The deposition is one thing, but who chooses to use it is an entirely different thing. So anyway,
Thank you.
we'll be back at 10:05.
Yeah, he thought he found abracadabra. Abracadabra doesn't exist in law. I get that he's sticking up for himself. I'd rather support him if he hadn't done all the other crap, but he's wasting all his time on stupid stuff like creating YouTube channels. Well, allegedly creating YouTube channels. But no, his biggest problem is he's an idiot. Because he knew it's kind of like Daryl Brooks, who knew that I'll just do, I snap my fingers and the case goes away. But that's not how the law works. There's a set of rules you have to abide by. And this judge has been more than lenient with the rules to try and abide him. He has been treating his entire part of the trial as a circus. He's always asking for continuance. Oh, we can't do that today. We'll do it tomorrow. No, bring your witnesses tomorrow. Well, you told me not to bring them today, so I haven't brought them, but I can do it tomorrow. He doesn't understand. And the only thing he wants to do is shine a light on how bad the investigation is. The investigation led to this trial. This trial is what you do now. And then you sue the state after, if you can do that. You don't waste your trial trying to show it was a bad investigation. Then you bring in witnesses pointing at that. Instead of just standing there saying, well, I'm going to call someone who I can't call, and you're cheating. Oh. Yeah, there could be lawyers there. It made it very much interesting. The judge is probably playing word crack all day. Judy, yeah. It's just so annoying that, and again, I don't care. I don't pay tax in Florida. But this is your taxpayer money being wasted. It's the time of the jury being wasted. And if any of them have broken the court's rules, and went home and watched any of the coverage on, of course, Recovery Addicts channel from yesterday, and seen what a clown show kept them in court but not in the courtroom all day yesterday. They will be having a cow. Yeah, when I tell my daughters, do you want me to put daddy voice on? That's it's almost the same tone I have. I actually think he has some lawyer sitting somewhere texting him. That's my idea, because he's always on his phone when he's in trouble. I think he has a lawyer somewhere texting him. Jamie, the voice of reason, is back. She is. You needed this break. No, I need this to... You get to a point in the case where you just want, come on, move on. We have been wasting so much time. These 3 days, Jamie, were longer than the 35 hours of trial verdict watch we had in Carolintala.
I know. It feels
Because
like
in the
this trial
Carolintala
has been
case,
going on forever.
yeah, but we sat for 35 hours just waiting. That's 5 days of nothing happening. We had 2 questions, I believe, and 3 new jurors put on the jury. But it felt nowhere near as slow as this, but because you're constantly waiting for the next thing to happen and nothing happens. So you're just sitting here and spinning the wheels. Totally. This is not lawful law. Yeah. Let's dance and sing now. Keep Baker awake. Well, I'm awake. Have you all noticed the gold fringe on the flag? This is maritime court. Yeah, and he's one of those people, and that's why I think he gets in trouble, because he can talk his way out of anything. He just need to make them understand that he's right, but people don't understand him. Sarah Adams, thank you so much for stopping by. It's well, I won't say it's a good day because I'm watching this, but I had a massage today, so I'm all loose and limber. So that's nice. Yeah, I shouldn't say you're wasting tax money on this, because if it weren't being wasted on this, it was something else. I know that. It was a circus. Yeah, it was so stupid. This is about to be an example of when your mouth writes check you up. Can't cash. Yeah, this is kind of like I have the same feeling as when I watch subsit videos telling the officer, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Because I know at some point the glass is going to shatter and the words taser, taser, taser is going to be said. We're just waiting for that to happen. Massachusetts wastes lots of money and are corrupt. I think, yeah, Massachusetts is one of the worst. I read those letters today. I'll probably, if this ends early, I'm going to try and read them on the stream. But yeah, that's some funky stuff going on in Massachusetts. The length of the state and the humidity, probably, and the snakes. Can I sing and dance to keep us awake? Well, I can't dance because if you ever watched Beverly Hills 90210, Brandon said in one of the first, I believe it's maybe season 2 or 3, that men don't dance. So I haven't danced since then. I can't dance. I can't sing. Thank you for being number 44 today, Judge Maddie. Who's like number 45? Let's talk about ideal treehouse treats and appetizers. Well, you need something that won't attract ants, because you're going to spill in a treehouse, especially a treehouse without any electricity. So something ant unfriendly is what I would say is a treat. Something that doesn't spoil easily, because how often do you vacuum your treehouse? So no fruits, maybe some kind of chips, not too sweet a thing, because that'll attract bees. Yeah, crime spice, but I learned from the Daryl Brooks case that if there's a gold fringe on the flag, citizens believe it's a maritime court, so they can't do land crime. They can only do water crime. But they also believe in abracadabra, so they're probably. And there's something. What is the other thing they believe in Courtroom? I can't. Wow. Could he at least been a soft citizen so we had something to laugh at? Oh, the beef is real. Hey, cheese pert. I feel that trials longer than 1 week will not be able to hold my attention. Like, for an instance, the Chad Dabiel trial is supposed to last 8 weeks. There's no reason for a trial to last that long. No, that's Jamie and I have kind of made it a thing to try and find those 1 week cases. In, out, get on with it. Then, or else you get bogged down in. I hate expert battles, where you have my expert said this, my expert said that. This expert said, "Hey Jamie," but not "Hey Baker."
Hey, expert.
Exactly. The word according to Jason Priestley. No, but no, the next long trial I'm probably going to do will be. That's going to be Adam Montgomery. That's they have a lot of witnesses listed, but the first trial they had, it moved pretty quickly. So hopefully it'll do it again. They do have an Elaine 2 on that though. So, but that's more because I followed that case for a long time. I'm going to jump on that, and then you have. Nope, that's nope. No, I think that's the next long case I'm on. Brandon was a real man. Exactly, Donovan. You know it. Woo woo woo. You know it. Have you listened to that song, Brandon?
Have I
Woo woo
listened
woo.
to?
You know
Yeah,
it.
you were. You told me it's from a wrestler.
Yeah.
I haven't
Where are you
heard it yet.
going in Denmark, Sea Star? Hope it's somewhere. Don't come right now. It's cold and wet. Wait till late March. It starts getting better again, and then be here. No, maybe April, May, and then June it starts raining again. Then back in July. Treehouse with dumb waiters or bust. Yeah, at least get some electricity in there. Ants on a log. Are they coming back 10:30? No, 10:05. 70 degrees weather. Oh. Yes, Crumpy should start today. Dave will be covering that one. He might. I don't know if he will be in court today, but he will be in court tomorrow, I believe. They are taking a recess because he didn't choose to bring any witnesses, so we're going into the state's rebuttal. He has filed for the 10-day delay. He has filed for. Well, he didn't file for disqualification of the judge. So now he got 30 minutes to read what the state is going to use against him. Then the state is going to present that. It'll be some rebuttal at Paula Belmont, and then it's the day is over. Jamie, do you see this? All day. On Twitter as well.
I saw something on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some I have some beef with the expert.
I don't understand your hatred for cheese, anyway. I will never understand it.
Are you siding with the expert now?
Of course. On the cheese issue,
Oh, sorry, Jamie had some internet connections. It dropped out. Hey, welcome back, Jamie. Yeah, we lost you for a second there.
That's weird.
Stephanie Bland, thank you so much. Here's to us both celebrating our 27th birthday in January and you reaching 200,000. No, 2,000. It's only 2,000 so far. Thank you for my daily dose of laughter. Well, we try, but as you can see, it brings a lot of hate from cheeseheads. Do you support that football team with the cheeseheads?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Then why are you on Team Expert?
We weren't talking about football. That's another story.
Oh, so you don't like cheese when it's on football?
Not when it's on a football player's head in a certain city.
My daughters wanted to sleep in a tent in our backyard when they was younger. They came in the second they saw a spider. Yeah, if you like cheeses, you should go follow this guy. Cheese Danishes, cheese Pop-Tarts, cheese cake, everything cheese. Disgusting. Is B not a real man anymore? Brandon Walls on Beverly Hills. Yeah, he's a real man. Here we are again. Yeah, waiting. Hey, Russman Rants. B Legend, how are you doing? Dave is live tweeting.
Yeah, he's in the courtroom today for the Crumbly jury. They're doing the Crumbly jury today.
Oh, the jury today. Yeah, but I know he's having a stream later about it, I think.
Yeah. But I texted him this morning because I heard that Jennifer was going first. And he said, yep, I'm on my way to the court. So.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's from Bruce Almighty. I'll put you to sleep, all right, Farrell. Go lay down. Think about me. You went to the endocrinologist yesterday. He said, you're okay. Let's get a bone density test. I don't know what an endocrinologist is. His docket must be a disaster. Which docket? We're taking a break to give us time to run around our rooms, pulling our hair out and screaming. Yeah, that's where I am now, Becca Lynn. Like the O.J. Simpson trial that lasted 9 months, that was a very long trial, and the jury was sequestered. I'm sure that was brutal. Yeah, that's another thing. In some of the shorter cases, I actually think sometimes they should be sequestered. But you won't do that because that's a whole lot of a problem. But a lot of those cases, they would go home and... no, of course they wouldn't, because the judge have reprimanded them not to do it. But they will go home and check the videos. And with a clown like this one, it wouldn't be to his benefits. Vegas didn't side with Jamie on the cheese issue. No, I don't. I like cheese. It's not that I don't like cheese, but the expert told me about Cheese Whiz and how great it is.
Cheese Whiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Jamie, it's not pea. It's cheese in a can.
No, I know what it is, and I'm not a fan of that. So I don't agree with expert on if that's the cheese he's pertaining to.
Yeah, that's the cheese.
Like real cheese.
The cheese, you know the cheese issue, Irish. It's his constant, he pulls up more cheese Danishes on screen than anything else. I think I haven't seen him eating a Pop-Tart on screen in a long time, but constantly cheese Danishes, because he knows I have severe PTSD from a cheese Danish accident in 1995 in Chicago. When I came on screen with him this morning, he held up a plate saying, oh, earlier there was cheesecake on this plate, because he know I have a severe hatred to cheesecake. And then he started talking about cheese in a can. Cheese in a can is like whipped cream in a can, an abomination, and it should be, there should be international laws against that. And now he started on Twitter sending me cheese pictures from some queso dip from Kraft.
Okay, well, Cheese Whiz specifically, no bueno. But like Kroger makes this nacho cheese in a can that's pretty delicious, and I don't mind that, but not Cheese Whiz. And not the spray cheese in like the little spray can. No.
No, he said that with a Ritz cracker. That's amazing.
That was no, I'd rather just get a block of cheese and cut it and put it on a Ritz cracker.
Yeah, that's good. That's I like that. Going to Aarhus and Sønderborg. Oh, that's nice places. Then you have to go and see if our old queen is moving down there. I don't know if she's gonna move to Sønderborg Castle, where her mom used to reside. It probably will be a pretty landmark thing because are you the folder? And again, if the parents are getting run through the mill, why isn't the school? Because those
they have government protection.
They didn't see the warning signs either. So did it work? Is the trial over? No. He didn't file the motion to disqualify. He filed a motion to delay for the 10 days.
And a continuance. The minute he said, I swear to God, I was thinking about that yesterday, and I was like, if he asks for a continuance, I am out of here. And I cannot believe those words came out of his mouth.
I hate those moldy cheeses. Well, that's not going to help me sleep in thinking about you. Oh, nightmares is a part of sleeping. You said his name 3 times and he appeared. Yeah, he was bald in court, so he stopped by. But the judge surmised that he won't be bringing any witnesses, so now we'll go into rebuttal. We don't eat cheese Danishes in Denmark. Yeah, blue cheese tastes like the end of the night on your 21st birthday. Exactly.
I love blue cheese. Oh my God.
Yeah, Havarti cheese on a freshly baked homemade bun, so it kind of melts into the bun. Oh, there's nothing better, and with real butter on it, not margarine or any of those, but real Danish butter. Ooh, that's great. I like that. Thank you so much.
And I make a really good like sausage cheese dip, and I won't be able to ever share it with you in my lifetime.
No. I have to try a cheesesteak. I bet I like a cheesesteak.
Well, cheesesteak's different than cheese.
Mads, don't do it. You bite into this amazing Spandauer and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be the best vanilla cream I ever tasted. And then it's cheese. I still have the scars on my soul. Yeah, he taunts me.
Boy.
I love how many people just hate the cheese in a can.
Only certain ones, but it's not my that's not my go-to. But it's a good dip in cheese.
Cheese in a jar for dipping chips is bueno if it is dispensed by pressing on the top of the container. I agree, Jamie. No bueno.
No bueno.
Hey, Scotty boy. I don't know why I call you Scotty boy.
You got all excited. Hey, Scotty boy.
This is the sound effect I should have used today when motion denied. Come on, you work, god dang it. Why won't you work? I'm pressing the buttons. I'm pressing all the buttons.
Well, that comes under the category of too bad.
Now it works.
Some Judge Judy snips.
What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Pepper jack cheeses, but I like pepper jack. I like those Tex-Mex thing, because at Taco Bell, I don't know if any of you Americans have known about this restaurant. It's a little kept secret.
My God.
It's genuine Mexican cuisine. It's some of the best food on the planet. I know it's a little spicy. Maybe some of you people are not used to ethnic food, but Taco Bell, try it if you ever come. There's not that many around, but if you can go to a Taco Bell and have, they sprinkle it on the tacos, and you can. It's like it's like heaven. I think my favorite fast food restaurant will be Taco Bell, because not only is it fast to eat, it's fast to get off the next day too. Well, it's a good cheese.
Comes out as quickly as it goes down. That's Taco Bell for you.
Yeah, cheesesteak is what you could. No, I'd try a cheesesteak. I told you that yesterday. The Crumpy parents could be charged with something, but not the M-word. Yeah, and they shouldn't be held accountable what the kid did in that way. It's weird.
Some kind of neglect, not manslaughter.
Yeah. Going to continue accommodating. No. He said you rested because you didn't bring any witnesses today. So we're going to go to rebuttal phase and then closings tomorrow. Oh, I don't like all those moldy cheeses. Brie and camembert and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of that.
Why?
Top it because I don't like it. It's I don't like. Why don't you like it? Because I don't. But why? Because.
Well, I don't
tried?
know. I want valid reasons, I guess. You just say, I don't wanna, or I don't like it.
Well, I
Okay.
tried it. I didn't like it. I'm going to have a bran muffin with butter. Oh, that's good as well.
Oh, well, okay. Your breakfast mostly consists of plain oatmeal. And now you're like, yum, bran muffin.
But, well, Scotty, maybe your mom and I should have a talk. That's a classic joke, nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Ah,
remember?
nacho cheese. The stolen cheese. A cheese that's not yours, not your cheese.
Nacho cheese.
What started this cheese talk? Well, we had nothing else to talk about, so we started talking about cheese, and the expert stopped by, and he's been hating on me all day with his cheese talk. Yeah. Iris agrees with me. She won't say it publicly, but I have all the DMs to prove it. She says, and I quote her directly, Nacho Bell el Fuego.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. That's what she writes me when I said, oh, I'd like to take you to Taco Bell. And she says, Taco Bell el Fuego. It's not inspired.
What does it mean,
It's Mexican food. I'm pretty sure it would be a little stale when it got here. But I'll try it sometimes. Yeah. Taco Bell and you can't take canned cheese. Same thing. No, Taco Bell is authentic Mexican cuisine. In and out. Well, everyone is talking about the in and out, and whenever you ask someone who really been there, said, well, it's kind of like a burger. I'd like to try a Whataburger. They looks good. They're talking in the courtroom. Steak with whiz. Taco Hell. Mexican pizza. Haven't tried that. I had a Mexican burger, and I didn't like it because they put cold nachos, not just room temperature nachos, but cold nachos in the bottom of it. That was weird. I don't like it when it's warm and it's cold put together. Taco firing bunghole. Exactly. Yeah, moldy cheese. Ew. Yeah, it's Jody Day as well. I don't know if will they be doing that if he's in court. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He
I
said,
would like to try a Philly, and I'd like to try a chicken fried steak as well. I haven't had that ever.
Baker needs to try Five Guys. I like Five Guys.
Yeah, I need to try Five Guys. The dreams could come true. Well,
Dave
I'm just
said Megan's in the courtroom supporting Jennifer. Oh,
nice. Mo Raiders. Hey Mo, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number? And we say thank you for rating us. That's an old De La Soul song. I don't know if you know it. But thank you so much, Mo, for stopping by. And hey, all. Oh, look who's here. Peach Pony. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing amazingly. We're
who?
just
Peach?
sitting here waiting.
Peach?
Yeah, Peach Pony.
Peach Pony.
Yeah. Just sitting here waiting for the trial to begin because he was asking for a continuance this morning, was denied a continuance, said that the judge ordered him not to bring any witnesses. He said, I did no such thing. Are you going to bring witnesses? Yeah, can you give me till tomorrow? No. And so we're going to go into rebuttal. Oh. I have to lose weight before I go to the US, so don't tempt me like that. Well, Lord Talk when Mike doesn't know what's good, then. Puffer stopped by and she is never wrong. No, some people are right. Brie has a funny fruity aftertaste and it has more taste notes in general. Camembert is simple and nutty and yummy. I just don't like moldy cheese. Yeah, that's kind of no. The first thing you did when I came on this morning was hold up a plate and say, "Oh, did you know earlier there was cheesecake on this?"
Where'd you get the cheesecake? Did you get it from the gas station?
Tucker's closing argument should be entertaining, if not epic. It's either going to be a dumpster fire or a dumpster fire inside a nuclear waste station. It's going to
I
be
feel like it's
all
just going to be
kinds of weird.
ramblings. Just rambling.
Yeah, just objection, Your Honor, objection. My opinion on Swiss cheese, I like Swiss cheese. I go to Switzerland quite often. They have some great cheese. Iris, okay, there's no DM saying that. Okay. Secret Surf. Iris absolutely never said Taco Bell El Fuego. Absolutely.
Costco cheesecake. Ooh.
Danish cheese are so good, but it stinks, so you need an airtight container. I always buy it. Well, it depends which kind of cheese you buy. My dad used to have my brother bring him something from a local little cheesemaker. You couldn't open the fridge. And if he opened the fridge, you can smell it upstairs in the house. It was so nasty. And my dad loved it. And then heaps of senep on top of it, mustard. He loved it. And it was stinks. Probably that's why I have these aversions against against cheese. But a good, not too strong cheese, I like that, especially on the freshly baked bread. That's great. But why have an animal style that you have to order off a special menu? If it's the way to go, make it the way to go. I don't like when my fast food is more intelligent than I am, and I have to have a degree to keep up with it. But I still like to try it. Mexican pizza is great. Do they still have double decker? I don't know what double decker is. It's popular in Norway. The most
Double-decker
impressive thing
taco at
about
the
the
Taco
East Coast.
Bell, I mean?
What?
Is that a double-decker taco at the Taco Bell?
I don't know. I don't.
I thought it
No,
was
neither.
the best thing you've ever eaten, so.
Yeah, well, I stick to the classics. A little taco.
It's just a baby taco.
Neon orange powdered cheese like product in Kraft. Now that's real cheese. Ugh. Yep. Oh! Congratulations, Law Talk with Mike. 200,000. That's
Nice.
amazing. He has a great show as well. There's so many great streamers out there. There's a very few people I don't like who's streaming on YouTube. Only a few, maybe one or two, maybe one who constantly gets in my hair. But no, Law Talk with Mike is a great channel.
I wonder what his name is.
Yeah, I didn't say any gender. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
just
why you
speculating.
thought. That's amazing. Oh, I just love seeing people grow. Many of your Norwegian cheeses are very similar to Swiss cheese, being inspired by them. Our most sold cheese is based on Dutch Gouda. Yeah, and then you have that weird brown cheese. You have to learn to eat it, but that's good when you learn to eat it. And we're back.
Further before we bring the jury up.
Your Honor, I would actually have to take a little bit longer to review these. I'm reviewing an entire deposition, and the videos that they brought are clips from videos, and I'm trying to get the context of where the clips came from.
Judge, typically on a rebuttal case, it has to be narrowly tailored to the issues that you're rebutting. So I took clips from the interview with Paula Belmonte at the hospital. The clips, I think, total like 1 minute and 20 some seconds. The defendant, I guess,
I'm just
wants
reviewing.
to watch the entire video. I have no objection to using the entire video.
Oh my God.
Whatever way he wants to go, but that's where we're at, I think.
Your Honor, for me to know that, I just have to review it, that's all.
Yeah, and he's trying to find
I'm just
abracadabra, and it
reviewing
isn't there.
I was actually reviewing the video right before you came out, Your Honor. I'm trying to make good use of my time.
You haven't been making good use
There's
of your
actually
time,
3
sir.
videos, and I'm not even sure which one it is.
Now he's not sure which one it is.
Videos where she talks about her inability to ID the second assailant. That's what they are.
How much more time would you need?
I don't know, Your Honor. Again.
I need a
I'm not
10-day
giving that much
continuance,
time.
Your Honor.
Could we do it again tomorrow?
And I also have to review the depot where these are coming from, because he didn't provide the entire depot. At least not that I can see here. Again, it's being excerpts from the depot, and I don't know the context.
How much time would you like to have?
Till
Just do
tomorrow.
The entire depot and check the videos, all 3 of them. I'd say at least a half hour, Your Honor.
I thought he was going to say half a day.
How long would you anticipate this presentation to be?
Just maybe
Yeah.
half an hour
What?
total.
Sorry?
I'm just
You were saying?
contemplating
I'm just
bringing the jury
frustrated.
out,
Just had a certain urge to bang my head in the table. Ow.
telling them to come back at 1 o'clock, letting this unfold, because I just don't want to continue to go back and forth and have these people waiting further. So
We agree, Judge.
if that would
Exactly, because I'd
make it
be
more
livid if I was a juror right now.
Yep.
convenient. I mean, none of it's convenient for the jury, but if that would be more considerate, then we could resolve whatever objections there are to this. I could tell them to come back at 1. We'd be prepared to present to them.
Oh, and at 1 he won't be ready to go because he
We have
had
our charge conference on the
a fly into his eye.
Inquired a few days ago about proposed jury instructions. I'm assuming that package is together.
It's in the process. It's about 90% done, but I haven't. Email Mr. Tucker his.
I mean, jury.
Sorry,
jury
Judge. I had a
pool.
fly into my lunch.
And so then if we let these folks go to 1 o'clock, we
That's in 3 hours.
have them come back. We have the rebuttal case. We do our charge conference. I guess that's the best way to handle it. That's way I don't have to continue to come back and ask how much more time and wait a second. Just hold on a second.
No, I like the brown cheese from Norway. You have to get used to eating it, but it's good. I have to lose weight. I can't order cheese pizza. Yeah, this guy's representing himself, and he tried to get the case thrown away for 10 days. He's an idiot. I would say he's worse than Bradley.
At least Bradley had his case together. And he was willing, he wanted to be there every second of every day to present it.
Yeah, and he had Exhibit 100.
He had that Exhibit 100.
Yeah, I'm
tie it
assuming he
all
saw the long
together.
depot. So as long as the clips are from the depot, how can he complain? Well, he has to see what context they're taken out of. I hadn't had any prim. It was because I knew a Norwegian lady I went to school with, and we had it a lot at her place. It was great. But I like it on a hot homemade bread. Yeah. How about no?
Stop it.
Oh my goodness. This piece of work.
I can go and take a nap now. You need 2.
Ladies, gentlemen, good morning. Good to see you all here.
So we're going to waste your time some more.
I can assure you,
Yeah.
I can tell time. I know
I'd
that
like
clock
cheeseburger.
says 10:15.
Cheeseburger
and
menus
I
is
told you
best.
to be here
Is
at
my
9:15.
go-to at McDonald's.
So I, in good faith, believed that we'd be able to get to you at 9:15, but just like all of you and all of humanity, I can't predict. I do my best to try to gauge how much time things are going to take and what's going to happen.
Say
Sometimes
all of
that's
humanity.
accurate and sometimes that's not as
Yeah.
accurate.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, in this particular case, I haven't been as accurate as I think I normally am. So I have to, again, be very grateful for your patience, your understanding, your attendance.
Well,
and all
Jimmy,
the
you're
other
gonna
things
get a
that
half day today.
it takes to be a juror on this case. I do want to advise you that we haven't been idle here. In other words, while you're waiting, it's not like we're all taking an extended coffee break or we're
Only one
working
person is.
in
Yeah,
making
one- yes.
progress in terms of ultimately getting the case to you. And so I can advise you that the defense presentation has been
No,
completed.
Scott. No,
that I
he
can
isn't proven
advise you
guilty.
of.
His mouth would
And
put him
so
in prison.
The next
That's his
step
problem.
is the state's going to have an opportunity to present its case in rebuttal, which will be
Actually,
relatively
our
short.
McDonald's menu are getting smaller and
And
smaller.
so
I
what
don't know.
we need to do
Don't
for
sell
what has to
as
happen
much.
now, in light of the
It's
fact that
kind of-
we've reached this
Hmm.
juncture in the
Whew.
case, once again,
I'm not the
I have
biggest
to
fan of the
spend
Big
some
Mac. I like the
time
tasty
with,
burger
the
better.
attorneys
Big tasty bacon.
outside of your presence. How long is that going to take? I don't exactly know, but I do know that the best way to do it and try not to keep you in limbo is to excuse you to 1 o'clock. And that way I am as confident as I can be of anything that at 1 o'clock you'll have evidence and rebuttal presented to you, and the evidentiary portion of the trial will be over at that
Come on,
time.
man.
What that then means is that the lawyers, defendant, and myself will confer outside your presence. You'll be excused, and tomorrow we should be able to go to closings and deliberations. So again, I always try to be mindful of your schedule.
Well, he's giving them a half day, so they're
Try
not
to
being
give
sent
you the
home.
best
They have to be
feedback
back at
we
1.
can as to where we're at in this process. So again, I apologize for the wait, but this is where we're at, and I'll look forward to seeing
I don't think you
back
have
with
to
me,
have that, because if he's competent to stand trial, he's
Have a
competent
good
to
rest of
ruin
the
his own
morning.
trial.
Now he's going to go find the nearest news camera and talk about what a travesty this is. They're railroading him. And then he's not going to have anything ready for 1 o'clock.
No, then he's going to ask for continuance. Because he was busy doing stuff. And he needs to shave this part of his neck. And don't shake your head, you idiot.
Oh my God.
So they're going to 1. So,
Better be ready to go.
so you'd think that Mr. Tucker,
That's more than enough time.
well, no, I mean, I've got to come back here. I don't have to, but I would think I need to come back here at 11 to see if there's any objections. I mean,
Yeah.
so if you have any objections, I want to be able to rule on them so we don't find ourselves sending these folks back and forth again.
So 45 minutes, Your Honor. Is that what?
That's what I'm estimating. I
Okay,
mean,
no, I'm just checking.
so like
What's his personal fun
11:05,
baconator?
You know, sometimes
Baconator.
opposing
Yum, yum.
sides actually reach agreements on some of this stuff where one side may say, gee whiz, I have a problem with that. Did you notice that? And the other side might say, oh, okay, we'll withdraw that one. Other times they don't. They need the judge to make a decision. So if there's any agreements and if there are any objections, if they're not, that's whatever. I'll be back at 11:05.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm about to make a stream talking about how much I hate this case now.
Imagine the jury like going back and watching all of this after this is all said and done. Oh my
Yeah.
God. They'd be so mad.
What's the name? Tyrone Tucker?
Franklin Tyrone Tucker.
Mhm. This is what corruption looks like on every level of the U.S. justice system. The police, the prosecutors, and the judge all thought they could just walk over an innocent man's right because he was poor. Free Tyrone Tucker.
Well, then get a lawyer and fight it in court like a real human being.
Yeah. Why can't I find his YouTube plates now? Didn't Farrell send it to me yesterday?
Oh, it was just the free one, yeah. Free Tyrone Tucker.
I'm looking. Free Franklin Tucker, yeah. Videos. Informant, Kallenberger, second source. Why can't... It's just his police interviews that they hadn't played in court. His arrest video, Todd Quinn, photo lineup. Oh, we can watch him talk about Captain Penny Phelps. He looks way different in this one. Then I can run to the toilet. And then I just move this one.
I mean, that almost went straight up damn viral. You know, that
He has
that
gotten teeth
story's
from
all
his
over
wife.
in every newspaper in the country all of a sudden.
Because we don't want Detroit knowing that we know who he is. We want it to look like you're the grumpy old man, you have nothing better to do than, you know, you white supremacist, you're messing with the black guy who's riding a bike. So we just want you to be.
He just cut his hair too, so he'll fit right into that.
There you go. I just want you to be a neo-Nazi that's picking on the black guy riding a bike.
The irony about that is the
What?
racist shit that she said in that video and what she did in that video, because not only was she being racist, she was telling a cop to act like a white supremacist, act like a neo-Nazi, you know, pull over, you know, a black man, pretend to be, you know, the guy white supremacist picking
He's
on
got
the
one
black
tooth.
illness to a uniformed
Yeah.
officer.
But
Right?
he's got his teeth fixed.
There's a
before
few
trial.
problems with that. right? Not only is she telling a uniformed officer to act like a racist, right? Which, okay, undercover work might be one thing. You tell an undercover officer to act like a white supremacist.
Well, you're competent to stand trial. Then you're competent to competent to be your own lawyer, because lawyers isn't a part of the law per se.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all do a poll whether or not the defendant will come back with sunglasses. Maybe he'll make a run for it. He has normal teeth now. I think he got dentures. No, this is cracked teeth. It's not a snaggle tooth. It's cracked teeth. Hey, ex-comer. Meth mouth. Tucker wins. Quiddle gets squished by his Uber leaving court karma. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Get a cheesesteak with sharp provolone and onions. Oh, that sounds great as well. Motorhead. I'm gonna do a bio.
In order to infiltrate a white supremacy group, that makes sense. But when you're telling a uniformed officer to do that, the general public has no idea that this is a ruse. If anybody in the general public, anybody who happens to be around when they do this, sees that, all they're going to see is a white racist cop picking on a black guy, right? They're not going to know that it's a ruse to get, because they were trying to get his thumbprint, and they were trying to get, they were trying to get him to do a ticket, get his picture, that kind of thing, in order to more positively ID him and get more evidence against him. So that in and of itself does not make the department look good. Not necessarily illegal, but doesn't make the department look good. And obviously not a good practice. The other part of it is, she's also telling him to go ahead and make an illegal stop, right? You're not allowed to, a cop's not allowed to just pull you over for nothing. They're not allowed to make up reasons why you broke the law. But that's exactly what she's telling them to do in the video, right? It's telling them to go ahead and, he must have rolled through a stop sign, or he didn't have a light, or, so make up some reason as to why you're stopping this black guy and act like a white supremacist. Now, for as bad as all that is, that doesn't even come close to all the bad shit she's done in this case. I mean, the stuff that she's actually in trouble for with the IA is off the charts, as far as different shit she did.
See, that's his whole problem, is he wants to go on and talk about other stuff, but a jury is never going to see any of this. A jury's never going to, this stuff can't come in. So he should have focused on his case. He should have focused on getting all his ducks in a row to take it to court, to do it legally. And then when you are acquitted, then go out there and talk about how corrupt everybody is and make a change. Don't try to do all of this while you're going through trial.
Because that will get him. Yeah, he got that right tick all the time.
Yeah.
But he's talking about the officer. Well, it's a donut with some cream. No, with some and a pearl necklace. Yeah, he could get in politics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I think he's a master manipulator. But talking about master manipulators, I wasn't going to say what you thought I was going to say, Jamie, when I said master. But this is actually good that we have some time, because I'm going to end this stream and be back a little bit later in the break, probably around 11:30, and we can look at the Karen Reed letters.
Oh, yeah.
Because for those of you who haven't followed the Karen Reed case, there was just released the 8 letters between the DA's office and the Justice Department in Massachusetts about the investigations into the DA's office. And I was looking for some time to read through them. I thought court would end early. I could do it in the afternoon, but now we'll have court in the afternoon. I'll do it a little bit later. So, yeah, Mama read Mama raised a quitter, not a spitter. Well, it's the same thing. A monster manipulator, but the weak person, he certainly, yeah. So I'm going to send you off, and I'll be putting up a new stream for those of you who are interested in the Karen Reed letters. We will have a read through on them in half an hour or something when I have everything set up. And I hope you'll be back. Or else come back at 1 when this travesty starts back up. There will be a meeting at 11 where he will try to do some things, and it won't work. So we'll probably see if it's worth playing before the trial starts. Government sale cheese is now on sale in merch shop. But everyone, I'm going to redirect you over to Law Talk with Mike. Go over there and say Iris sent you, and I'll be back in half an hour or something like that to talk about the Karen Reed case and the letters in that case that was just released. Or I'll be back at 1 to cover this trial, just all the fun. And Stephanie Bland, thank you so much for the super chat. And hope I see you all later. And Jamie, I'll see you in a bit.
Yes.
Go out there and have fun, enjoy life, or come back to us and enjoy life with us in half an hour or something like that. Arrivederci, as they say in Italy.
Arrivederci.
No, Decci.
Your Honor, I apologize.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor. 100. Because it is 100% correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
Do you see the lawyer's face? Okay, we have to go back and they.
Widower case.
Did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has.
Wait a minute, I need this story time.
Everybody has.
Everybody has.
Everyone has slept with his mother.
If I showed you.
Oh my God.
I'm having a Jamie moment. And the way he just said it, he was just like, everyone had things on YouTube.
Mr. Randolph, do you?
I got to get some man. You don't know.
Called him chicken shit.
That's right, you was chicken shit.